Everybody who's watching this. Um, I'm a 19-year-old day trader who started trading when I was 16 years old, started trading crypto. I had a little bit of success, but not much. Um, Traded crypto for around 6 months, switched to Forex, and now I trade futures where I'm still struggling with profitability. I've seen some profitability, but mainly what breaks down is my mind, my psychology. As many mentors, many people have said, trading is 20% trading, 80% psychology. And they are very, very, very right. So I'm starting this YouTube series and almost journal my process of becoming profitable and becoming a millionaire day trader. I know it's in my future. I don't think it, I know it. I know it's a matter of time as long as it stays consistent and I just need to follow my rules, plain and simple. And then I will see success. But it's not that easy, right? I'm here to build myself and make this happen. Alright, so getting into everything, yesterday I had a deep journal with myself, going through my emotions that occur to me when I trade, most of the time. Let me go ahead and read this for you guys. Many times I've heard, think and trade like a robot. I'm a human being. There's emotions. Just focus on controlling these emotions when they present themselves. So then, you gotta ask yourself, what emotions do present themselves? First off, there's greed. And there's many things that go into greed. One is overtrading, taking low quality setups and trying to force profits. Two is over leveraging. Desiring to catch a big move will blow your account. Three, there's revenge trading, purely trying to force a profit, and that's not how the markets work. Four, there's impatience. You're simply just not focused on what it means to be a skilled elite trader. You're just focused on money. Five is holding too long. You ignore your exit plan because you want to make more money. Your desire to make money is stopping you from actually doing it. And that is the biggest truth in trading that you will find. Your desire to make money stops you from actually doing it. So then the second emotion, fear. Leave your ego at the door. You desire more to be right than to take the quality setup. You hesitate on high quality setups and know it's going to move in an area because of confluence, but you don't enter and second guess yourself. Second one is fear of losing. Lower your risk if you feel uncomfortable. Losing that amount or are afraid of losing that much money, you have to lower your risk. And next there's FOMO. You fear you're missing out on the trade, so you break your plan and take the trade. You're going to have a trade tomorrow, the next day, the next week. It will always be there. The markets are abundant completely. I've been doing this 3 years. There's opportunities in and out. Fear of not being good enough, lack of confidence in your abilities to see the right setup and then market direction. Have full confidence in your setup and stick to that setup. Be aware of these emotions going into the trading day. When they present themselves, simply silence them. Take deep breaths, calm yourself. If they become too much for you to handle, simply walk away. Start the trading day green, even if it's a small win or scalp. When in doubt, always lower your risk. Step away when you feel emotions getting to you. Practice discipline. These are all the things you need to have in mind going into each trading day. And so, for my setup, what's my plan for my entries? A plus I consider to be a clear draw on liquidity sweep or high time frame PD array, turtle soup or stop raid, some people call it, SMT 1 or 5 minute tap and respected, 5 minute fair value gap I'm talking about, 1 or 5 minute inverse fair value gap, change in state, tapped and respected. Those are all confluences that move together that consider it to be an A plus setup to me. A minus would be a clear draw on liquidity, liquidity sweep, or high time frame PD array. 1 or 5 minute fair value gap tapped and respected or inversed. Change in state tapped and respected. B plus would be a clear draw on liquidity, liquidity sweep, or high time frame PD array. 1 or 5 minute tapped and inversed, or inversed. So those are all my rules going into setups. So, since it's day one, what were my trades today? I took 3 trades. Not too happy about the first one. It was more of a technical error on my part. I had my stop loss set at the body of this candle because I wasn't zoomed in enough, and I didn't want to risk too much. I didn't want to lose more than 400. That was another rule I set for myself. But in this case, it's safer to have my stop loss around 40 points because we have this inverse fair value gap right here. You see, this bearish fair value gap gets inversed through multiple 1 minute candles. And then we come back in and tap it and respect it. That's where my stop loss was. That's where I got taken out. And I lost 400 going into the day. Normally that screws with my emotions. Today I kept calm, stayed with my setup. Even after we bounced off my stop loss, tapped the 1 minute there, still didn't enter because I didn't want to chase it. We were in this 5 minute, wasn't 100% confident. So I didn't re-enter, and that's fine. It would have hit take profit, but didn't enter. That's okay. And then the next trade I took, this was actually the news candle. I saw my buddy was actually in on a trade, and it gave me even more confidence that I was right on my idea that was a stop trade, because he got in before the news candle, had a stop loss below the 5 minute right here. There was another 5 minute, but he had it on that wick. This comes down and wicks into that. It also taps a 15 minute right there, barely, but still counts. So what do? Take my entry on that stop raid. First take profit at this 1 hour fair value gap right here. Runners were going to London high, ends up getting stopped at a break even. I had full confidence that it was going to go, but it didn't. And I don't control the markets. Who does? The banks. And they don't fucking care what I say, what I think. Stick to your rules. Hit TP1, stop loss to break even. That's what I did. Stuck to my rules. So that ate up a little bit of the losses from earlier. Still, it was a $400 loss. I believe this was around a $200-some profit. But we end up coming down, putting in an SMT at this, the news candle. And NQ ends up respecting consequent encroachment of that news candle wick. Starts pushing up, inverses the 5 minute we had here. And my buddy took his entry right here. I wasn't confident because of this 5 minute inverse. Ends up coming up, makes this big old 1 minute. So I enter on this wick. My entry around there, that price level. 555. Stays in drawdown for a little bit, but kept my stop loss true, kept it safe, and it ended up ES taking this high and this high before NQ does, so I followed ES with my take profits, which ended up being the right way to do it. I actually ended up trailing this last one. You'll see in the live video I have recorded. But all in all, very strong draw on liquidity today. ES actually had equal highs of, this was London and Asian high, and they were equal, so that's a very strong draw, in my opinion, right there. So let's go into the live video of it. If we do that though, I might hop in. That's the news camera I ended up turning off of.
That's annoying. We're gonna end up respecting the 5 minute too. Just gonna.
Oh my god, that's 70 that he died. It might stop me
Only
too.
entered 3 because it was news candle. My normal risk is anywhere from 10 to 6 contracts. Plus on the micro, E-mini, NASDAQ.
Not gonna lie, I wish I was still in, bro.
And then this next candle we end up running fairly quickly to my take profit. Because we had that stop rate. Like I said, we stop rated that 5-minute fair value gap right here. End up coming back up and respecting it.
Shit.
The only thing that I wasn't too confident in is we are still holding this 1 hour. As you can see right
Fine.
here. And this is 10:01. So that 1 hour.
I don't know if it matters.
Respected that 1 hour.
It's already
But
basically
because of
healed.
that stop rate, because of the high draw that I have, I was confident in placing this trade.
Wait, yeah, we didn't close above that 1 hour. I re-entered.
Yeah, I mean it.
I mean,
that was a stop run. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up 115 right now, 130. So I ate negative 174 off that. So I guess I'll take 1 off at this high here, and then I'll leave a runner.
You think
Stops to break even.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So we can skim through this. Just fully confident. After seeing that kind of movement, I thought for sure going straight to my TP. But it's not how the markets work, like I said before. End up rebalancing down. Running stops there. Consequent encroachment. In versus the 5-minute. And then I wait for this 1 minute to get tapped into. On that wick I get in. And we end up staying in drawdown here for a little bit. Honestly, my emotions were getting to me here because I was like, I don't want to lose this shit again. But ends up running.
Okay. Now
There
I'm
we
a
go.
lot more happy and comfortable. Please don't wake me. That was like a bundle of stress just relieved from my body.
ES took it. So I take 1 limit there.
I'm just gonna take.
I just took 1 limit. Yeah. Just it's not that much. It's just like 7 points. So not risking that at all. Just in case we decide to come all the way back down.
I'm moving stops to pretty much break even. I'm gonna go to the. Actually, yeah, I may as well just do break even. No reason.
Yeah. Glad I got it on both these accounts now.
Oh, that was chopping for a minute.
Yeah.
If I closed here now, I'm up on the day, but holding to the TP. We got her.
Because ES took that high. Now NQ starts to follow it, so I'm still confident that we're going to London high. Although we don't end up fully reaching there. Here's where I start to trail my stops because ES ended up taking London high here. And here we go.
Yeah. I'm just getting rid of my stop. I know what's going on. Alright, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit my stop. Go on, just hit it.
Yep.
There we go.
That's the recap for today. There will be more to come and more improvement to be made in my psychology and trading in general. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope maybe this can help some of you in your journey and maybe see where I'm at, where you are at, where you can be, and hopefully watch me progress. in my trading journey. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.